Good afternoon, Remax Associate Agents. Hey, Rob Oakey here with this week's Broker Minute. Hey, I had a interesting experience yesterday. I was able to sit down with a consumer who had some concerns about how a transaction was being handled, where he was represented as the buyer, and he submitted an offer, and he didn't receive a formal, in his words, a formal response to his offer. And so first off, I heard him out and wanted to see exactly what was going on. There were a couple of other items that were brought up, but specifically it was this not receiving a response is one thing I want to address. I want to first talk about what that is. So first off, I think there's some confusion that we use in our industry, and we say that there's a response deadline. Well, I just want to point out there is no response deadline on the transaction. There is an acceptance deadline. We provide a deadline that this offer is out, and if accepted by that deadline, we're now under contract. If that deadline passes, that in itself is a rejection. Or we ultimately end up countering the offer with different terms and providing a new acceptance deadline for that new offer to be accepted. But there's not a response deadline. And the reason why I wanted to address that is because maybe the fact that when we refer to things as a response deadline, that entitles people that they are entitled to a response, which they are not. Now, there's a professional courtesy that we might provide that answers some of those questions, or we might be able to give a formal rejection, especially to a consumer where they have something tangibly that they can walk away with and feel more comfortable about it. But the fact that there is a no response and the deadline now lapses, that in itself is a rejection. So I shared with this consumer that first off, there's no code of ethics violation, there's no division violation for not receiving any type of an actual tangible rejection of the offer. But the key thing is wanted to let him know that his concern was being heard, but I was able to share with him a better understanding of how things went. So we as professionals, we might be mindful of this, that there isn't a response deadline that we're talking about. This is solely an acceptance deadline, and hopefully that will avoid some confusion that we experience. So that being said, I hope you're having a great week. Hopefully you had a great weekend over the 4th and you're enjoying the sun. And if there's anything else that I can do for you, please let me know and we will talk to you later. Thanks.